everybody, and welcome back to my next Sandersides reaction video. It's actually been posted an hour ago because I was at a hockey game and I had to avoid my phone for a very long time, which is not hard for me to do. Anyway, I haven't seen the title. All I've really seen is like maybe the first word. I saw like a glimpse of it from his tweet. I think it was selfishness versus something else. I don't know what it was though. So I'm excited to find out what the title is, and I did see that they said it was the longest video to date, according to Joan anyway, but I think they're a pretty reliable source. So I'm gonna finally open up Chrome, because I haven't done that yet, but let's see. Okay, I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited for this video. Oh man, okay. Heart's racing right now. Oh, so excited. If it would load, please. I'm dying to know. I'll be back when it's loaded. Okay. It finally loaded. I didn't look at anything yet, but okay. Okay. So it is selfishness versus selflessness. Okay. It looks like, I can't tell if it's Patton or Logan because he seems to have a tie on, but it looks like the lighter blue. It's obviously Deceit in the right corner, but I can't tell if it's Patton or Logan. It is almost 45 minutes, so yeah, that's the longest episode to date. So, let's do this, guys.
Whoa, hold on. Before we get started, this video is brought to you by HelloFresh. You can get started cooking like I did with 8 free meals. That's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh by visiting HelloFresh.com and using our specialized promo code ThomasSanders80. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to make some real good HelloFresh salsa verde enchiladas. So, is your door locked? Did you leave the stove on?
No.
What do you think people say about you when you leave the room? Virgil! I know you are not giving other people anxiety. You are my anxiety, no one else's. Trifling assailant to my emotions. Sorry, he's still bummed that I went back to brown hair. I said I might dye it again soon.
Whoa! Okay, so he was just on Thomas's screen. Okay. Wow. Right.
Whoa! What is up, everybody? Guess who just got a callback for an Alfred Hitchcock Lucas movie? Yes! Yeah! A chance to be on the silver screen. And step 1 on our path to a glorious EGOT. EGOT what now? EGOT a lot of trophies coming his way. Cockney accent, in case the role requires that. I'm gonna do a handstand. That's what I'm gonna do. Wow!
Tried.
When is the callback? April, lucky number 13. Ooh. Ooh? Why are you saying ooh like that? Fear not, Thomas. I'm certain he means ooh, yay, so soon. Too soon, and not late enough. He has a prior engagement, related engagement that day. Oh, the wedding. Oh, come on. Oh, how is that already almost here? Oh, I can't miss that. Can you reschedule the callback? Reschedule a callback? Oh, Patton, that's adorable. The callback date is inflexible. Same as the wedding date. Yeah. And Lee and Mary Lee really want you to be there. Yeah. And they've always been there for you when you needed them. Yeah. And you were really excited to go, too. Yeah. Speaking for someone as a disagreeable practice, Patton, if Thomas would rather go to the wedding, then I, the brilliant Logan, think we should hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Thomas, the floor is yours. Wedding or callback? Straight from the horse's mouth? Indeed. Information obtained directly from its original source. I know that. But Logan would think that that meant a literal horse spoke it. And of course, a horse is not a good source of information, as humans have not yet developed a means of communication with horses. Oh, okay. Give me a little credit. I know some idioms, and Logan wouldn't have to point out that the floor is Thomas's. Obviously, it's Thomas's. Thomas
They're
owns
catching
this
on
whole
is probably
apartment.
deceit.
Okay, can I just say
Logan,
it?
right?
He's friggin' deceit. Lies. Definitely deceit.
Yeah.
Just come on out. Just show yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Guilty as charged. Hi, hello. What do you want? Thank you, Virgil. I love how you just ruined my dramatic introduction. Mwah, so good. Well, your face ruined my day, so we'll call it even. Your old tricks are tired, Deceit. You have to step up your game, man. Roman, please don't tell me how to do my job better. I mean, the wrong tie was a dead giveaway. As an actor, may I say, the little things make a huge difference. Roman, enough. No, seriously,
God.
Roman, enough. Just
Yeah.
get lost, you, Roman nickname, Dr. Trickle and Mr. Lies. What he said. But he didn't leave it at Dr. Trickle. Oh, what? So I can't join in and give my honest opinion? No. I honestly don't believe you can give your honest opinion. Come on, I don't only speak in lies. Oh, that's definitely a lie. Let's give him the old liar. What color's my shirt? Red. I mean blue. Sometimes it's just a matter of self-control. Bad deceit. Oh, sorry, deceit. I'm just kidding. Well, I guess there are different shades of blue and yellow and red in it, so it's not a good test to lead with. Okay, Thomas, even if he can tell the truth, that doesn't mean he can be trusted. You're right. Virgil's very right. You can't trust me. It's not like I'm trying to
looks very
look out
concerned
for you
and
or
scared.
anything. Yeah, when I think of trustworthiness, I immediately think of someone who consistently disguises themselves like a member of Team Rocket. Oh, and no one has ever done any good with dishonesty at someone else's expense. It was pretty despicable when the Allies misled the Germans about the date and location of their D-Day landings, an operation which led to the eventual liberation of Europe from Nazi control. All right, he can stay. Wait, seriously? Sounds like he's against Nazis, so why not hear him out, you know? That cannot be where the bar is. Well, the bar for skipping unimportant opportunities should be higher than a social engagement. Come on, a wedding is more than just a social engagement. He knows that. Do you want the part in the movie or not? I mean, do you want the part or not? Of course he does. Well, Thomas made a commitment to be there for his friend's commitment. It would be wrong for him to go back on that. Wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Deceit, standing in the spot of one of my 4 best friends.
Aww.
Why would that be wrong? Because Thomas gave his word, but you wouldn't know anything about words, would you, mister? I don't know what you mean. Giving your word is an act of honesty between... What? I can't understand you. I don't know anything about words. Okay. All right. We got a smart aleck over here. Huh? I mean, things come up, you know? If Thomas's Aunt Patty were in the hospital, then he would get a free pass to miss the wedding. Why should it be any different when something good comes up? Are you seriously siding with deceit? Are you seriously so close-minded to think that everything said by someone you don't like is automatically untrue? This is a big deal for Thomas. Maybe Mary and Lee will understand. It's actually Mary Lee and Lee. Not confusing at all. Roman, this is their
Definitely
big
not.
day. We have to be there for them. We don't have to do anything. But if you think they'd be cross about your absence, I didn't mind Roman's little Aunt Patty in the hospital excuse. Oh, I mean, I wasn't... No, lying is already bad enough. Lying to a friend is out of the question. But what about us? What about us? Wow, guys, it's so cool how you never listen to Roman. Why is he still here? Why am I still here? Wow. I meant deceit. Whose underwear is this? I mean, it's not really hurting my friends if they think I'm gone for a better reason. Not hurting them. Better reason? H. Copo Lucas, director of Psycho Godfather Wars. What is this wacky talk? You don't mean any of this. I'm your morality. I wouldn't be here if you did. Right. You're right. I don't mean that. And Roman, I thought you fought for honor. Why are you pushing Thomas to be dishonest? Yeesh. I would have stayed in my room if I knew Dad was going to take us on a guilt trip. Do you know who else is here? Me. So perhaps Thomas isn't so innocent. Well, nobody's perfect. Except for Thomas. He loves his friends. You can defend him all
Whoa.
you like. but you can't change the facts. Oh my gosh. Is Thomas an innocent little lamb? Let's let them be the judge of that. Oh, I can do judging. We are back in the Mind Palace, and that means I can summon anything.
I'm too emotionally unstable for jury duty. Can I be excused?
Oh, come now, Virgil. Jury duty is so much fun. My butterfingers! Hopefully, he's better at defending than he is at existing. I hope so, too. I'm a little confused as to what this is all about. Basically, Deceit is trying to prove that you care more about yourself than your friends. But don't worry, kiddo. We'll show him. Okay. Cool. I mean, you've never steered me wrong before, right? Does everyone understand their parts?
I broke my gavel.
I don't care. Wonderful. Now, could we have the Honorable Justice Roman read off the charges, please?
Oh. Well, all right. The State of Thomas Sanders v. Thomas Sanders, in the name and by the authority of the State of Thomas Sanders, deceit, prosecuting for the State of Thomas Sanders under oath, information makes that Thomas Sanders, count 1, did unlawfully and rudely conspire to waive support of Lee and Mary Lee, who were then and there characterized as friends. Count 2, did unlawfully and with malice aforethought falsely impersonate a better person. Count 3, did unlawfully and surreptitiously prioritize his own desires and designs. Count 4, did willfully and without authorization engage in a scheme to defraud Lee and Mary Lee. Count 5, did leave his dirty underwear all over the gosh darn floor like a gosh darn animal.
I'm sorry, what was that last one?
Yeah, the underwear couldn't be Thomas's. He would never. Objection! I can confirm that Thomas does leave his filthy underwear on the floor after tearing them off the moment his guests leave the house.
That's true.
Objection. Judges don't object.
Objection, neither can the jury.
Well, that settles it. Thomas is guilty.
The jury decides if he's guilty. What am I doing? I don't care.
Okay, well, that sucks. What does the judge even do?
His best. I know it's a lot to ask, but just keep reading.
Underwear aside, being so charged, Thomas Sanders, how do you plead?
Not guilty. Not guilty? Ooh, said with the confidence of a man who has his hands stuck in the cookie jar in a cookie factory, and his pants are down. And they're on fire. We get it.
Prosecution, your opening statement?
The only thing opening should be Thomas's mouth, because he's about to be served his just desserts. Oh, actually, I just learned from a podcast that just desserts has nothing to do with the dessert that we eat. It's actually...
All right, listen. Logan's not here, so let's act like it, all right? Defense?
I would just like to say that I am rubber, you are glue, whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. That is all.
That was brutal, dude. That was brutal. Prosecution, your first witness.
I would like to call Logan to the stand. David. Logan. I'm a lawyer now. Wait a minute. You guys are doing a courtroom scenario without me? Unacceptable.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have been impersonated. Did you ever think about that?
Impersonated?
To say that we know!
Yeah, I can say I'm happy about it.
Who do you think impersonated you?
You know. I know. Why is he still here? He doesn't like Nazis. That can't be where the bar is.
I guess he does know some idioms.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that is always true without exception. All right. Go on. Let's just get this out of the way for everyone.
Hello.
Why does he have so many
Do you
arms?
solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under pains and penalties of perjury? I know I do. I do.
I do.
I do. Whatever. I do? Okay, so we kiss now? Or... So,
No,
you
wrong
are
one.
Thomas's stinky poo-poo side, correct? What? No! I am Thomas's logical side. Oh, right. Of course. But that's kind of an oversimplification. You see to a lot more than ensuring that Thomas is thinking logically. Do I? I do, yes. We'll come back to that. Are you aware of Thomas's callback for the new Alfred Hitchcock Lucas film, as well as the wedding that shares the callback scheduled date? Ah, I am. Do you think some logic could be employed to assist with this dilemma? Yes, there's always room for me. Sorry, there was something in my throat there.
I know that's what I said, but Patton insisted we leave you alone.
Objection! Misleading the witness! I'm gonna allow it.
Why?
I mean, did you see Logan's face? All right, you're right. No lying deceit. Come on, even if it's funny, don't. I might. Don't do it.
Apologies. So, Logan, what does logic have to say on this matter?
Well, Thomas has more to lose if he misses the wedding.
What? How?
Up until very recently, this callback didn't even exist to Thomas. Therefore, missing this opportunity is akin to him never having gotten the callback in the first place. There's no real impact. I find that Thomas winning the callback, is that how that should be phrased?
Yes.
Thomas winning the callback is highly improbable.
What does he lose if he misses the wedding?
Potentially his friends? I found that Thomas's friends mean a great deal to him.
Sure, but what are your thoughts on the matter?
Well, Thomas has several friends, and they all tend to distract him from his responsibilities, so perhaps 2 less isn't so bad.
I feel like which event could cost us more to miss is a less interesting question than which event has more to offer us. Don't you?
I don't feel anything.
Oh, of course you don't.
That said, the callback has more to offer. The only thing the wedding has to offer Thomas is a potential increase in depression. Whereas this film could radically shift Thomas's trajectory in life. A huge reward from an opportunity that, statistically, Thomas won't get again. Not with legendary auteur Alfred Hitchcock Lucas as the director.
And if you want to talk statistics, half of all marriages end in divorce, so...
Actually, that's an outdated statistic. Divorce rates have been declining for the past 35 years.
Yeah, earlier you mentioned that you have responsibilities other than Thomas's logical thinking. Would you please name a few for the court?
Let's see. I am the primary overseer of Thomas's Language Center. I am the director of activities for Thomas's right arm.
Just the right?
The left arm is managed by Roman.
Roman!
It's real mature, Your Honor.
It was Exhibit B for bird after Exhibit A for, hey, look at this, nerd. Looks like I'm guilty of arson because I burned you.
There's also my passion project. The development of a life management system in order to form a more productive, punctual Thomas.
You ensure that Thomas is punctual?
I make an effort. I keep a daily planner and a calendar, both of which are used to record important events.
How's that working out for you?
It isn't.
Do you recall when Thomas was informed about the wedding thing?
I do. It was 6 months, 4 days, 3 hours, and 1 minute ago.
So he's known for a while. And when did Thomas hear about this callback?
2 hours, 15 minutes, 45 seconds, 46 seconds, 47 seconds.
Today! Good, good. For the record of the court, what day is the wedding?
It was April 13th.
And would you mind sharing with the court what you have scheduled in your calendar for that day?
Not at all.
Oh, where's the wedding?
Look, he tampered with the evidence. Objection! That is bad for my case. Patton, I hate to break it to you, but you know that's kind of his job. I didn't think that would work, and it didn't. I can't believe you're letting Patton be one of the lawyers. He doesn't even know the rules.
I know the rules, and it looks like it's time for us to make a plea bargain.
What does that mean, Patton?
Oh, God.
Oh, thank you.
Plea change the calendar?
Objection, I'm sorry, but that's bribing the witness and harmful for your teeth.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to,
Yeah, you know all the
sweeten the
rules.
deal.
Wow, Thomas, it seems these days your moral compass is pointed south, towards hell.
Oh, Lemony Cricket and Jiminy Snicket. That one was just hurtful.
He's clearly manipulating the witness into doing what he thinks is best. Wait a minute, who was it that was called a Scooby-Doo villain for doing the exact same thing? Oh yeah, it was me, disguised as Patton. So he didn't want to play by the rules of your game. Big deal. This whole thing's probably rigged anyway. It was set up by a liar. Takes a liar to know a liar.
Ooh, this guy's good.
He just said he was a liar. I didn't say liar. I said lawyer. Totally different.
Will you let Patton make his case?
Your Honor, will you control the one angry man over there?
Angry man, that's so good. That's
I
brilliant.
thought you'd like that one.
Logan, remember that thing about when you said it doesn't make much of a difference if Thomas misses the callback?
Yes, that was good. I liked that, so I just wanted to bring that back up for the jury.
Oh, no.
That's all I got.
Oh, gosh.
Oof. If you say so, you accomplish nothing.
Well, that, could have gone worse, right? Could that have gone worse? I'm sorry, Thomas. Oh, hey, buddy. No, it's okay. You'll figure it out.
I don't know if I will.
Come on, you don't mean that.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Sure you do. Come on, this is like a frickin' courtroom where the truth comes to hang out. And that's what you stand for. Truth. But I don't know what's true at this point. I just know what I want to be true. I want to believe you're an honest person. But Deceit's right. He's here. And that means something. Are you serious? I've been following your lead this whole time. I'm in the dark here, Patton. I need something to light my way. I'm sorry, but I don't know the way. I don't want to be a bad person. Okay, then I'll do whatever I can to make sure you're not. All right, Logan, you can go. I implore you to reconsider my involvement in the scenario. I mean, we already have our roles. I'm afraid this is a benched trial for you. Really? I'd like to call my next witness to the stand.
All the way in the back.
Virgil. Very well. You don't usually have anything helpful to add anyway. Okay. Ask me your questions. You are in control of Thomas's fears, are you not? Oh my god. We all know each other. Who are these clarifications for? Cut to the chase. Is it true that you once said that weddings are outdated, overly expensive pageantry? Yeah, well, I also once swore to Thomas that the drink he left alone in the other room for 10 seconds was definitely poisoned, and if he drank it, he would die. I'm not exactly a beacon of truth. So you've changed your mind then? Next question. Very well. As Thomas's anxiety, do you have any relevant information about his norepinephrine levels in regards to these two conflicting commitments? I think it's ridiculous that anyone is entertaining any of this. Guys, he's a liar. You literally know him as Deceit. Glass houses, Virgil. You yourself said that you are not a beacon of truth. Yeah, because I'm wrong a lot. Oh, so you've never been reluctant to share anything with the group then? Don't. What? I just meant your name. Well, maybe that's why it's so easy for you to recognize me for what I am. Like I said before, it takes a liar to know a liar. Objection! He's weaseling the witness!
The correct term is badgering.
Order! Order in the court! Go ahead, Patton. Thank you, Roman. Objection! He's badgering the witness! Roman, it's your honor to you. Sustained. You do what you gotta do, Your Honor. I have no further questions. Hi, Virgil. Do you happen to know Thomas's feelings about how skipping the wedding might affect his friends? He's pretty nervous, obviously. Oh, okay. Well, I bet he's even more nervous about lying to his friends about why he's skipping the wedding. Leading the witness. Sustained. Okay. How does Thomas feel about lying to his friends? I'd say he's even more nervous about lying to his friends about why he's skipping the wedding. Why do you think that scares him so much? Because he could get caught in a lie. Why is that so scary? I don't know. It could hurt Mary Lee and Lee. But will they punish Thomas? How old are you? Will Thomas get in trouble? No. So what's the big deal? I mean, why is it so bad if they get upset?
That's the wrong side.
I don't know.
I mean, if they're not gonna hurt Thomas back, then why are we worried about him?
How? Because it sucks. Because it hurts Thomas when he hurts his friends. Why? I don't know. Because he's Thomas. That's right, he is. I rest my case. Yeah, until the next witness. All right, next witness. Oh, your name is Roman, correct?
The one and lonely. What? Freudian slip.
So, Roman, can you spell your name for the court? Easy. Really, obviously, muscular, and nice. R-O-M-A-N. Ooh, I'm afraid that's wrong. It's actually spelled W-R-O-A-M-M-I-N.
No, it is not.
Take him away, he's a fake.
What? I am not that. I'm the real Roman.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh, you know I love you. Oh, yeah, totally. All right, actual first question. Is it not one of your many duties to help Thomas achieve his hopes and dreams?
Yes! It is my sworn duty.
And how's that been going for you?
Like duty. It feels like no matter how hard I fight or how much progress I make, something more important always comes around to knock us back to where we started.
So the wedding is more important?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it marks the end of Lee and Mary Lee's quests for the Holy Veil. We get to watch Mary Lee, merrily, and their life becomes a dream.
So let me get this straight. The best thing for us to do is sit with a crowd of strangers, watch two people shove cake into each other's mouths, make out, and tell each other how much they love each other, while dressed like a butler and a princess.
You're darn right.
Level with me here. Is Thomas secretly in love with Lee? No. So he doesn't plan on objecting to their union as part of a dramatic declaration of his undying love for Lee?
No.
Who is more important in this friendship? Lee and Mary Lee or Thomas?
Ah, I see what you're doing. You're trying to trick me into saying that Lee and Mary Lee are more important, but I know that everyone's equal.
And yet, we're prioritizing the wedding over the callback, and therefore, their wants over ours.
Yes.
One last thing. Stay with me here. Say you had a stereotypical relationship between a man and a woman.
You lost me.
Okay. Let me simplify. When two people want different things, what is the most fair solution?
Compromise?
Very good. Now, in this situation, what is the compromise?
Okay. Thomas goes to the wedding, but he's totally skipping their next major life event if he wants to.
Okay. Do you think everyone would be happy with that?
I don't think anyone would be happy with that.
Huh. So, maybe fair isn't always ideal. That seems to be how they see it, anyway. It would be fair if both parties got to have their special days. But ideally for them, they get to have their big day. And Thomas has to watch. No further questions. Smirk. Did he just say smirk?
Apparently.
Roman, imagine if you will, you've met an extremely handsome and wonderful prince. The second most handsome prince in the world. Wait. Why can't I meet the first most handsome prince? Because that's you knucklehead. Oh, you need to chill. Suck up. Now you're marrying that prince. Congratulations! Score! What do you want at your wedding? Liza Minnelli. Ring, ring, ring. Who's this? What? No, I'll tell him. She said she's going. Yay, Liza! Oh, what's that terrible news? Okay, she canceled. That bitch! Her puppy's sick. She had to go to the vet, you monster. Family emergency. I get it. Don't love it, but I get it. Oh, she lied. I just checked her Snapchat, and she's at her burlesque show. I guess life really is a cabaret, Miss Minnelli. All right, and conclude. That was just a scene. It was all just a scene.
Yeah.
Now, how would you feel about that? It wouldn't bother me. Her not being there doesn't change the fact that it's my big day. You wouldn't miss Liza May Minnelli? So I would be devastated. But you know what? She's her own person, and she has her own life. I can't take that from her. Her being at the wedding is for me. And if I forced her to be there when she didn't want to go, then I would be the selfish one. Next witness. Okay. Well, deceit. Let's get this over with.
Do let's.
So, deceit. If that is your real name.
It is.
You always seem to have some bigger plan, some agenda.
Doesn't everyone?
Well, not everyone is so secretive about theirs.
Everything has a purpose, and sometimes fulfilling your purpose requires keeping things close to the chest.
Well, you're under oath, which I think means you gotta tell us. Why the courtroom scenario? Why pick a setting where the truth comes to hang out?
Oh, we're going with that.
Oh, honey, the truth hangs out in the courtroom? That's a laugh and a half. No, that's a statement. Logan, that's a statement, right?
Yeah, that's a statement. I don't know what he's talking about.
Courts and laws are some of the higher powers in society. And society is made of lies. Society itself is a lie.
Then what's the truth?
You get enough people to share a piece of land and breathe the same air, and you've got a society. Why? It's just a bunch of people in the same general area. It's an abstract concept, as real as the monster under your bed. But we obey these rules, or get punished for breaking them. all in the name of society. It's absurd and terrifying.
Okay. What does any of this have to do with Thomas?
I don't want Thomas to be disadvantaged in a world where you can die for not following the laws made in the name of a lie. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this, but that was so edgy and over the top. We're talking about a wedding here.
Am I being over the top?
Yes. Oh, okay. I thought we were having a discussion about rights and wrongs, shoulds and shouldn'ts. In a society, those labels are deadly serious.
Let me ask you another question.
No, let me ask you a question. Do you know of Max Stirner?
I know Max Sternest. He's really hard on his kids. Thank you, everyone. Try the Mind Palace buffet.
I know. Ooh.
Go ahead, Logan.
Max Stirner was a racist, drunken, anarchist philosopher who squandered most of his wife's inheritance on his failed milk startup.
Oh. We're just going to focus on the philosopher part today. A central aspect of Stirner's view of the world is that there is nothing greater than an individual. The powers above are like boogeymen, except we believe in them, and in some cases, we fear them. So with that in mind, why is going to the wedding more important than the callback?
Because it feels better to give something to someone else than take something for yourself.
But Thomas won't enjoy giving the bride and groom his time, because it costs something very important to him. Not only does this go against your claim, but it discourages Thomas from performing more acts of selflessness in the future. Try again.
The wedding is more important because Thomas should support his friends.
Why are their wants more important than Thomas's?
They're not, but friendship is more important than acting in our own self-interest.
And there it is. We found our boogeyman. Friendship. That is the abstract that is being treated as greater than the individual. Another idea that is central to Stirner's philosophy is egoism, or, putting it simply, acting in your own self-interest.
That's wrong.
No, you're wrong. See, the way Max Stirner saw it, everyone is an egoist. And you either know it or you don't.
Wow, this Stirner guy sounds like a bummer to the max.
On the contrary.
You get it? Max Stirner? He gets it.
On the contrary, Stirner was rather starry-eyed. He believed that no one was more important than anyone else. And if everyone understood everyone else to be equals, then maybe we could have a society where you could either work with others towards a mutual benefit, or be left to your own devices, if that's what you wanted.
Wait, did you just say he thought all people were equal? Because Logan said he was racist.
And I said we weren't focusing on that today.
That tripped me up too.
Racism is literally the opposite of seeing all people as equal.
Look, the point is, Thomas is an unconscious egoist, and this dilemma is actually between something that serves him versus something else that serves him. Between looking and feeling like a good friend and a dream come true.
If Thomas wanted to be seen as a good friend more than he wanted the role of a lifetime, well then I'm all for that. But I just don't buy it. I'm through with my questioning.
Correction, that was more like lecturing.
Yeah, it almost feels like you're not sitting this one out.
All right, now it's my turn to cross-examine the witness. What do you know?
I know nothing. Where were you when the underwear was left on the floor? I need the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Please stop yelling at me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't know if I'm cut out for this whole lawyer thing.
Of course you are. I mean, yeah, you cracked under pressure. But nobody's perfect. The important thing is you're trying your best.
Wow. Thanks, kiddo.
Kiddo?
I'm old enough to be your father.
Oh!
No more questions.
And now I'd like to call Thomas Sanders to the standers. Nailed it. Hey, Thomas, isn't it kind of annoying how a royal wedding can absorb all media attention and potentially distract from more important matters that people need to know about?
I guess so. I mean, the last royal wedding probably wasn't the most important thing going on in the world at the time.
Okay, would you show an 8-year-old an R-rated movie?
Jumping around a bit here, probably not.
Would you agree with a law that bans parents from letting their children watch R-rated movies? I don't know. I guess not. I would be up to the parents on how they want to raise their kids. What is happening?
So it's okay to have values, but not to universalize them.
Well, I think some things are universally wrong, but for less important things, sure. I mean, you can't decide what's right or wrong for someone else.
Less important things like weddings.
Okay.
You said that the royal wedding, wasn't that important. That's royalty. Not little Lee and Mary Lee's inconsequential nuptials.
Okay, all right. Well, my personal value is that I should go to the wedding.
But there are values that come naturally to us, and there are some that are instilled in us. You don't speed while driving because you don't want a speeding ticket, not because you feel in your heart that speeding is wrong.
No, what if I fear...
Similarly, you fear being perceived as a bad friend. But you don't want to go to the wedding at all, do you? Admit it.
I plead the 6th.
Oh, sweetie, I plead the 5th.
No, the 6th Amendment. The accused is guaranteed the right to a speedy public trial by an impartial jury. Virgil hates the prosecutor, and that's not impartial. Lawyer, that's right.
Well, Roman wants me to win, so...
What? Me? No. Come on.
I know you're lying, Roman. Like I said, everything has a purpose, and you're denying yours. You want that called back so bad, and it will crush you if we miss it. So, with conflicting conflicts of interest all around, I feel like it all kind of evens out.
No! That's worse!
Yeah, this is a kangaroo court.
Oh, I wish! That sounds so much cuter than this mock courtroom where the principles of law and justice are being disregarded.
Okay, seriously, we're not going to perfectly nail every detail. This isn't even a real courtroom. You're sitting on the couch with your eyes closed.
That's fair, but why say it?
Stop stalling and admit it. What am I doing here right now, Thomas? Am I the snake come to trick you into sinning? Or have you had your mind made up since the moment you received the news about the callback? You didn't even forget about the wedding, did you? It was all an act.
Fine, I want to go to the callback. I was planning on playing Word Crush on my phone during the wedding ceremony to keep my mind off the fact that I'm single. I don't want to go. I'm afraid to go. And on top of that, a dream come true fell into my lap, scheduled on the same day. Anyone would want to go to the callback. So, yeah, I tried to force myself to forget about the wedding. And now I want to lie to my friends so they don't hate me for not supporting them. I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
Yes! Prosecution rests, or whatever. Let's just call it here and put him out of his misery.
Does the juror have his decision?
Yeah. I hate to say it, but the defendant is guilty on all charges.
Who knew convincing people to do something they really want to do
Could be so easy.
This is a downer.
Well, Your Honor, what's your sentence?
Sentence? I don't know. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
No, a sentence for the verdict. I've been convicted of the crimes, and now, as judge, you have to give me a sentence. A punishment.
Heyo. I hereby sentence you
That's not really necessary. I think now you see that all of this
to
is...
1 day at the St. Clifford's Chapel on the day of Lee and Mary Lee's wedding.
Wait, what? It's my sworn duty to help Thomas achieve his hopes and dreams. But Thomas wouldn't dream of attaining his hopes through deceitful means.
But that's not true!
And you're a beacon of truth?
Oh, did I say that? I missed the part where I said that.
I don't understand. You got what you wanted. You proved that I'm not as honest as I'd like to believe.
But you're still missing the point. Didn't it seem kind of ridiculous taking this matter so seriously to the point of settling it in a legal setting?
I don't know, it seemed pretty important to do that kind of stuff all the time.
Whew! Okay, let me put it this way. Life is like a piñata.
Colorful and full of stuff that makes you happy?
Sure, and you want that stuff that makes you happy, right?
Do I?
Do I?
Well, in order to get that stuff, you must attack the piñata. But you're wearing a blindfold right now. You can keep playing with the blindfold on if you like the game better that way. But if you take it off, It's easier to get that stuff you want.
Attack the pinata? I believe he's suggesting that you beat someone up and rob their unconscious body, right?
No!
No?
I'm trying to teach you a lesson, but it's literally impossible.
Falsehood.
Oh my God!
Why don't you just leave the teaching to me?
There he is.
Great. Well, I'm sure Thomas's friends would love to know that he's forcing himself to attend their wedding. It's clear you all don't want to listen to reason. But hear this. I'll always be a part of you.
Yay! Oh my god, that looks so cool.
Oh, look at the little tongues. I'm not going anywhere. And there are smarter ways to get people to do what you want anyway. He said he wasn't going anywhere. It's a classic lie. If I deceive, why don't we invite him around more often? Boy, I'm rattled. Like a rattlesnake? Patton, that joke was terrible. In a way that was slithered to undreamt of.
Oh!
I gotcha.
I'm glad that was a joke. For a moment there, I was devastated.
Roman, I want to thank you for helping to set me straight despite the cost. I know that wasn't easy for you. It wasn't. But you're welcome. Well, it's back to the drawing board for me. If E got a chance at any top-tier accolades, then I need to get back to work. All right, don't work too hard, Roman. And just like that, as quickly as he arrived, he was gone. Yeah, deceit's a weird one. No, I was talking about myself. It's still difficult to believe that my participation was as restricted as it was. It was Deceit's doing, I'm sure. I would have been a more than worthy foil. Unlike him, I'm skeptical about whether a society could function without some sort of system of laws by which all of its citizens abide. Well, of course you feel that way. You love rules. Love is a strong word, but I do appreciate order. And I'm glad to see that the figurative scales of justice have reached equilibrium on this day.
Oh, scales of justice. Logan, you're better at this than I am.
For the love of Archimedes, I will never intentionally make a pun. Well, unlike the tardy teacher, I don't have an issue with strong language. I freaking hated everything about this.
Whew, I was afraid of what you meant by strong language.
Do not allow him or any of his friends to stick around that long ever again. Okay, but what if... Ever again! Cool?
Cool. Very cool.
Then we're all cool here. Now I'm gonna go be cool somewhere else.
Sorry for lying to you, Thomas.
Lying? What do you mean? When did you lie? Earlier. I kept telling you how you felt, even though I didn't know the truth. And I turned out to be wrong.
Well, you thought what you said was true.
No, I hoped it was true. Saying something is a fact when you don't have the facts straight is dishonest. Well, it's okay. I know you were just trying to make sure I did the right thing. And I really believe you are doing the right thing here, Thomas.
I think I am too. I just wish that what felt right didn't also hurt me.
Well, here's the thing, kiddo. People hurt all the time. By going to the wedding, you're making sure that two of your friends aren't hurt by the absence of someone they really care about. Do you know why you're doing that?
Because it's right?
Because you can't help but imagine putting yourself in other people's shoes.
What if their shoes are stinky?
Well, out of all the shoes to put yourself in, those are the most important. That tendency is a beautiful part of you. You shouldn't give it up for anything. And who knows, maybe one day you'll get to marry the second most handsome prince in the world. And I'll bet Lee and Mary Lee will remember when you were there for them. And they'll be there for you.
Thanks, Patton.
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Ding! Going down.
Oof. Well, nothing like a day that starts with me getting good news and ultimately leads to me questioning if I'm a bad person. I mean, I am selfish at times, and I am well aware now of my capacity for deception, but Patton's right. I do also have empathy, and I should acknowledge and celebrate that as well. Empathy isn't a blindfold. It's our ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Sometimes what seems right might also seem difficult, but listen to your empathy, because you might be sparing yourself some future guilt by doing good for someone else. Until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out. Before we go to the end card, food! Do you like that? Do you like the food? Do you like food that tastes like it's from a restaurant, but you don't like leaving the house or paying a lot of money? Well, say hello, Fresh. Say hello to HelloFresh. You can make your own restaurant quality food.
But I don't know how to cook.
Well, don't you worry, person with a silly cartoon voice. With HelloFresh, the meal planning, the shopping, and the prepping is all done for you. They make it easy as heck, so you eat good as in tasty, but also good as in healthy. Take these frickin' salsa verde enchiladas. I just made these today, and it was snappy, scrumptious, and super simple. If you're like me, you're so busy chasing around neighborhood cats all day that you've had no time to plan for dinner. With HelloFresh delivering pre-measured ingredients and an easy-to-follow recipe card, you don't even have to sweat it. Chase around homeless cats to your heart's content. Trust me, this is a fantastic way to get out of your comfort zone and cook meals you never thought you could. Like, I never thought I'd be able to say I've made prosciutto wrapped chicken on a bed of risotto with truffle oil, but now I'm a gosh darn prosciutto wrapped chicken on a bed of risotto with truffle oil master because HelloFresh made it easy. In fact, you guys know how often I'm sharing my HelloFresh creations on Twitter. If you get HelloFresh using the special offer, please tweet them at me. I would love to see what you guys are creating. Maybe retweet them out so that everybody can see what you guys are cooking. Now, HelloFresh is only $6.99 per serving. That's less than I pay for delivery. And with this special offer, you'll get your first 8 meals free. That's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Just go to HelloFresh.com and enter the promo code ThomasSanders80 and get the most meal for your moolah. Well, at least after all that, I still have these delicious Butterfingers.
No, Thomas, candy has no nutritional value. Let the dude have some candy. He's had a tough day.
Oh, do you want him to have a tough life?
It's made with peanuts. Those are protein-packed legumes.
Yeah, it's also made with molasses, corn syrup, and sugar. He needs to eat his HelloFresh salsa verde enchiladas for actual sustenance. Guys, ooh, apologies, Thomas. I thought you were looking in that direction.
Now look what you've done. You give him the candy.
Oh,
give him the candy.
doesn't need it.
Guys, I don't even want it anymore, please.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was cute. Okay. That was a long one. Okay, wow. Yeah, like, look at that. He was barely in that one. Like, he was just sitting in the back of the courtroom, like, just shouting at what they were saying. That was actually kind of funny, but... Oh. Okay. A lot of that was hard for me to follow, because it was kind of, like... I can't think of the right word. But, like... I don't know, a lot of it was just really, like, hard for me to understand a little bit, so I'm gonna watch it again. Also, to maybe pick up on some things and talk about it more, because maybe write something down. Because I'm really bad at remembering everything that happened, especially because it's such a long episode. So I'm gonna go rewatch it again, and then I'll be back. But that was really interesting. And also, the fact that Deceit was there, like, for, like, the whole thing. And, like, I don't think we still really know what happened in, like, in Deceit and Virgil's past, because, like, Virgil, when they got back, was very concerned about, like, don't let Deceit or any of his friends be around for this long ever again. I can only assume that when he says friends, he means the other dark sides. Because obviously Virgil wouldn't like them, because he'd be kind of scared by them. Or something along those lines, but... Also, in the courtroom, he was always telling Deceit, like, don't say something that I know you're going to say. Like, don't say something that will, like, maybe get me in trouble, or, make the others think less of me, or, I don't know, something along those lines. I kind of wonder what that was, or if he, like, went along the lines of saying what that was. I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of hinting at, like, maybe, like, Deceit knows something about Virgil that we don't know. Or, like, maybe there's just something that we haven't grasped yet. I'm not sure. So that'll be something interesting to look more into, and to see what other theorists think of that. Also, the writers, I'm pretty sure that Thomas had said that they wrote the majority of this video, and there were only very small tweaks made to it. But that was really good. They're doing such a good job, and I actually really enjoy the scripts that they're making. It's really good. So what they do is amazing, and I'm looking forward to all of the scripts that they make in the future. And another thing that I really do appreciate is I myself am in a AP psychology class, so I really do enjoy and appreciate all of the psychological things that they implement into their videos. It's just really cool for me to pick up on, because obviously it's about kind of psychology, the things that you'll think through when you're going through a dilemma, just kind of acted out through characters that would possibly be in that kind of scenario. But it's really cool to see them talk about stuff like this, the Yerkes-Dodson curve that was in the accepting anxiety videos, and they talked about Freudian slips in this one, and they talked about other things. I'll write them down to bring up later. But I really appreciate all that they bring up, and probably research too for these videos. It's just so cool. So that's what I really look forward to, all that whenever I watch these videos. I really do look forward to the psychology that they've implemented into the video. Another thing, if you would like to, you could please leave some comments down below for any suggestions of other videos you would like me to react to, other channels in general, or maybe other content of Thomas's that you'd like me to watch, maybe from his Thomas and Friends channel. I'm open to any ideas, any suggestions. I am planning on reacting to all of his scripted content, the Sanders Sides videos, cartoon therapy, and anything else that he plans on making in the future. So look forward to those, because they will be here. Also ask me any questions you'd like to know. I could answer them maybe in a video if you're interested in knowing anything about me or about anything. I can do my best to answer. If you didn't want to comment down below your questions, you can always follow me in my social media links that I will always be leaving in the description. I don't post a lot of stuff on my social medias, but you can follow them if you'd like to. They will be down there for every video of mine. I'm gonna go re-watch that video, and then I will be back with a couple notes that I want to talk about. So I'll see you in about another 45 minutes or so. Oh boy, this was a long one. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back after writing many notes, a lot of notes. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was Virgil being in the opening scene. I think I already talked about this earlier, but I don't remember what I was talking about earlier. It was an hour ago by now. But I think, if I remember correctly, the last time we saw a side in the, I guess, I don't know what to call it, the opening, before the, theme thing, before, the opening animation, I don't know what to call it. You probably know what I'm talking about, though, so, yeah, but I think the last time we saw that was in the cartoon episode when Patton was there. I don't remember any other times when we've seen the sides before the, theme song. Usually they're just, Thomas with, a silly little, opening bit. But this one had Virgil in it, so I think that's if I'm not remembering correctly, I think that's the second time that we've seen that, so that was cool to see. But also, Thomas had said that he would, I don't know if this, means anything, but he was I might be dyeing it again soon. So, does that mean that he will be dyeing it again purple, or if he's gonna choose a different color this time? Because I think that he said once that he might choose different colors in the future. So, we'll see. Another thing, throughout this whole video, Pat was just trying his hardest to, just make sure that everything was he was just, I don't know how to describe it, but he was just trying his hardest, and I felt so bad at how heartbroken he was at the end, that he felt like he had lied to Thomas, because because like he was just holding on to a hope, not the truth, just what he hoped was true, and that he thought that was like technically a lie. I find it sad because he did try his hardest. You can tell that he did his best with what little he knew about how courts worked and stuff like that. I felt bad for him. I was also kind of surprised by how quickly they had actually found out Deceit's disguise. Because sure, it was obvious because like I feel it's probably harder to mimic logic because like he knows a lot of stuff. So like it's hard to get that perfect, I think. But I don't know, just like how quick that he had figured that out. I've been trying to think like before this video came out, I was trying to think of ways like, okay, so we know Deceit's gonna be in the video, but like how is he gonna come into it? Is he gonna become disguised again as another side? Is Thomas gonna ask for him to pop up? Or pop in, because he doesn't pop up, he's just there. So I wasn't sure about that, but I really did find it interesting how they how they decided to have that happen. So I was very interested by that. And then I was surprised that, like, after finding out that it was Deceit who was disguised as Logan, that they didn't, like, immediately summon Logan. Like, they obviously knew that he would be beneficial to the situation being logic. Like, why wouldn't you, like, I mean, sure, you could say it's because the story required it, but I just feel like he would have been important in that situation to maybe help calm things down a little bit. I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like if you knew that like it was Deceit, why wouldn't you immediately summon the side he was just disguised? Another thing I've noticed, obviously in the very few times we've seen Deceit, every single time he shows up, the background gets very dark. I don't know what that would mean, but like it just gets really dark. Like in Can Lying Be Good, it's really dark when he first like reveals himself, but then as soon as Patton gets there, it brightens up again. So I'm not sure if that means that he just makes everyone feel low so it gets dark, or like I'm not sure, because like that would also kind of wouldn't make sense, because then you'd think that all of the screens, like all of the perspectives would get darker, but they don't. So I'm not quite sure why that is, but we could probably think of something as to why that is, or figure that out in the future. Maybe that's just something we're meant to figure out later. So poor Virgil, man, he just does not like having to see it around. I mean, it makes sense, that's stressful, because he obviously does not like lying to people. He just doesn't like doing that, so his immediate, like, just popping in immediately as soon as Deceit reveals himself, he's like, okay, why are you here? Like, get it over with and leave, please. Like, I feel like that's almost like him trying to protect his friends and like keep them safe from something that he does not like, or someone that he doesn't like. So that was, I felt bad for him, how much he had to deal with in this video. But question that I had was, does Deceit really only speak in lies? I know in the courtroom that he didn't always, at least I don't think, at least in the way I interpreted it, I don't think he always lied, but that could just be because it was the courtroom and he had to speak in truth. So, like, but outside of that courtroom setting, would he speak in any kind of truth? Like, I don't know, like, is he capable of being honest outside of, like, an oath of any sort? Like, is that possible for his character, or does he only speak in lies, and does everything he says have to be reversed and interpreted that way? Another thing that I was, like, kind of sad about, like, Roman really still seems to dislike Logan, like, really heavily. Like, it's just really sad. Like, I wonder, like, what happened to, like, the connection that they had kind of built, like, at the end of why do we get out of bed in the morning? Like, what happened to that connection? Like, Thomas said, you guys work good as a team, and, like, they looked really happy. Like, they looked really happy towards each other. So, like, I wonder what happened to that connection, or, like, what, I just don't know, because like they both still seem to like really hate each other and not get along well at all. So I don't know. That's like kind of concerning for me personally. Like I'm not sure why they still like hate each other that much. I know that their viewpoints and like their opinions are usually very like conflicting, but I feel like that shouldn't be a reason to always push each other away, because Roman, I mean, like, he accepted Virgil, and like beforehand they used to always have conflicting viewpoints, like the entire episode of like the Disney, like the dark yeah, that was called The Dark Side of Disney. So, like all of like Virgil was always finding like the possible negative messages that could be in Disney films, and Roman was obviously looking at the more like not childish but like the more common messages that are found in the films. But by the end of the video, Roman was able to see kind of that like what Virgil was saying wasn't like completely wrong, and he wasn't completely disagreeing with what Roman was saying. So like he was slightly able to see that like not everything has to be completely countered, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. It's really early in the morning. But like I just feel like I just don't understand quite what's keeping them so like at such a rivalry right now. Like I don't know, I'm interested to see where this goes in the future though, so we'll keep an eye out for that. One thing I did think was funny was that when Logan was summoned to the stand, he pulled out his notebook of receipts because I think it was Thomas who had just said the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and then Deceit said, of course that's always true. So then he wrote that down because not everything can be always true. At least I'm assuming that's why he wrote it down. So I thought that was kind of funny that he brought that notebook back. I know I mentioned this during my reaction, kind of like, but why does Deceit have so many arms? Like I feel like it's not meant to be that big of a detail, but I'm like, how is he able to hold up that many books for them to like put their right hand on, to swear by the oath of like telling the truth in courts? I don't know. I feel like it's not important. I'm just reading too far into things, but I just felt like I should point it out, so I did. The next thing I noticed was that Logan, like he seems to know that like Thomas's friends are very important to him, and like important to all of them, but he still doesn't want them around, even knowing that they're that important. And I'm gonna refer back to the Changes episode, because Logan was the first one to like completely agree to change his appearance to help and benefit Thomas's mental health at that time. Like he even said like, if this will be beneficial, like what friend shall I be? So he like immediately was on board with knowing that his friends were important to like his thought processes. So like, why wouldn't he want them around, other than for the point that he said they're distracting? But I feel like there's just something else behind that than just a simple distraction from friendships. It's odd. Deceit had asked Logan if, what other things he could represent other than logic, in like logical reasoning, I suppose, in one of Thomas's personalities. So Logan had proposed being the language center, the primary language center, and I kind of am reminded of like when Thomas himself says falsehood in Moving On Part 2, and everyone looks shocked. I'm assuming it's because they always hear that from Logan, so they're like just surprised because he obviously wasn't there. So I wonder if that's why that had happened. Maybe that's a little explanation for why that had happened. I'm not quite sure, but I think that might be a like, not really a hint to something, but it's just something to keep in mind for the future, I think. The fact that Logan has control over his language, in a way. And then another psychology thing that I noticed was that he said he only controls Thomas's right arm, which would be true because the left brain only controls the right side of the body, while the right side hemisphere of the brain controls the left side of the body. So I thought that was really cool, and again, very fascinating for me to see that they're just implementing all of this like psychology into their videos. So I really do appreciate that stuff. Like, it's just so cool to see. Another thing, like, I kind of questioned, like, why wasn't Logan the lawyer? I get that, like, it's probably for the story, but, like, is it just supposed to be, like, honesty versus dishonesty, or, like, something along those lines? Like, if they obviously knew that Logan would be able to, like, defend Thomas Grader, is that why they didn't let him be the lawyer instead of rather just they have their roles already? Like, did they know that it just make the balance of the lawyers way too unfair, because Logan would obviously be a lot better at making arguments probably than Deceit would, as we can obviously see by the stuff that he yelled from the very back of the courtroom. So Virgil being called to the stand, he was saying, like, you literally know him as Deceit. Would that mean, like, Virgil knows him as someone else, like, or knows him by, like, an actual name? Or, like, obviously, we obviously know that there's probably a history between those two that we just don't know about yet. So, like, is there just something that we haven't learned yet that would, like, I don't know, cause us to know him differently? And then also, just a little bit after that, Deceit warns glass houses Virgil. Is that referring to the phrase, I believe this is the phrase anyway, I didn't look it up, those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones? So is that, because I believe that was exactly after, I don't remember what it was after, but I think he was warning, like, don't get too ahead of yourself, like, we both have things that we could use against each other right now. So maybe he was warning him, like, remember, I know stuff about you too that you don't want them to know, so don't rat me out, because I could just do it as easily to you. I'm not sure if that's what he meant, but I think it would make sense if that's what he was saying. So you could read a little bit more into that, or if you have any input, you can leave a comment down below. I'd love to know about anything that I'm talking about here. Please leave a comment down below if you have anything to add. I would really like to read those and like to see what you guys think. Another kind of like psychology thing was Roman's, what he called a Freudian slip, saying the one and lonely, which was really sad. Like, you could tell that he was like kind of sad himself about saying it, but like, poor guy, he's so fragile. There was a point when Deceit was saying to Roman that he was a fake, which obviously I think he was just joking, but then after that he was like, oh, you know I love you, and Roman kind of just like laughs nervously and is like, oh, kind of like, thank you. Like, is Deceit just like using Roman's like fragile ego like to get to him to like think that he's on his side or something? I just don't know. Like, I obviously don't like the way that Deceit seems to like kind of use others. It's just, I don't know, that was sad, if that's what he was doing. It's sad that he was trying to trick him to like think like, oh, I'm on your side, I'm your friend, like, if no one else is, I'll be here for you because I love you, like, stuff like that. I don't know. Like, even like Virgil showed up there for a second, I'm pretty sure, and like he was like, yeah, right, like, whatever, like, you're just trying to trick him, obviously. So that was kind of sad. I thought it was really cute, like when Patton made the joke bummer to the max, and then Virgil is still kind of like smirking at the joke, because in the last video he was really like beating him down about stuff. So it's kind of nice to see them still joking together, and that Virgil still laugh at his jokes. It's cute. I liked that. I also thought it was cute when like Logan was like backing up the fact that he used the 6th Amendment. I just thought it was funny. That and like Deceit trying to correct him, like, oh sweetie, it's the 5th. It's like, no, the 6th Amendment. I don't know. It was funny. Deceit had pointed out for this scenario that Thomas was, like, in reality, he was just sitting on his couch with his eyes closed. So I'm wondering, is that how every Sandersides video is? Is Thomas in reality just closing his eyes and visualizing, like, his sides just standing, and himself standing in, like, a circle-ish, talking to each other? Or, like, is he actually standing there visualizing each of them separately like that? I'm not sure. It was very flipped. Like, as soon as they had said that he was guilty, Deceit was the only one that was like excited at all about the outcome, obviously. But then as soon as they flipped it around on him, he was like just as mad too. So like his anger, like, he's really angry, like yelling at everyone. Like, it was funny though, so yeah. I also liked how much Virgil loved him being angry. That was so funny. So it was really good. I also just wanted to point out that I really did enjoy like the few little like split screen effects that they did for this video. Like their special effects in these videos are always so good, like the makeup and like the costumes, obviously they're always just so good. Everything is amazing about these videos, and like I couldn't thank Thomas and his team more for all of the dedication and time and effort that they put into these videos. Like, just thank you so much. It's honestly just really amazing, and we have all fallen in love with this series, so it's the best. Wonderful job to everyone who worked on this video. You can obviously see their names in the beginning of the video. I didn't look at them all, but thank you to everyone who worked on this video. You did an amazing job, and I love you all for all the effort that you put into this video. Another thing that kind of concerned me was Virgil's pause in saying, don't allow him or any of his friends like stick around this long ever again. That pause, like, was he thinking of what to call them, or like, I don't know, like, because I don't know, like, are they actually friends? Like, is Deceit actually friends with the other, like, what we've called dark sides based on what Roman called them? Like, are they actually just friends, all of them? Or, like, I don't know what that pause could have meant, but it's just kind of scary. But another thing to think about would be, like, does Patton in any way actually represent honesty? Is that just what character Thomas believes? Or, like, does he actually in any way really represent, like, honesty? Or does he just represent, like, morality, right from wrong, and his emotions, and like, I don't know, you could argue, and obviously it's a pretty fair argument, that honesty is a part of right and wrong, but I don't know if that's like 100% full part of what he represents. One thing I've always been kind of curious about, like even before like this video, like kind of when he like first appeared, like, is Deceit's placement ever going to be permanent at any point? Because we have now seen him both in Patton's spot and in Logan's spot. So whenever he shows up, is it always going to be a split screen effect? Is that how it's going to be for all of the dark sides? Are they all going to be on split screens in everyone else's spots? or are they, I don't know, is there gonna be enough room to even make other placement spots for these characters? Like, I don't know how they're gonna work that out in the future, or what's gonna happen, but I'm interested to find out. I think that's all that I have for like discussion wise after this video. I'll probably be trying to do that with the rest of these videos because I felt like I didn't really talk much about the first video I reacted to, because I was very nervous. I didn't really know what to talk about, so I feel like rewatching it will give me more to capture on my own. So if that's something you would like me to do in the future, if you enjoyed this little discussion sort of at the end, then please let me know. I am really looking forward to seeing what you have to say about what I've done with this video. It's a little bit different than the last one, so this is obviously only my second video, but I'm still interested to see what you all have to say. So, alright. Well, I'll probably be heading out now, so bye everybody!